The Cleveland Browns, one of the most iconic franchises in the NFL, find themselves at a crucial juncture in their rebuilding process. In recent days, the calm in the realm of player movements has been almost eerie, sparking speculation and analysis about the team's next steps. As the 2023 season approaches, the search for a reliable starting quarterback has become the focal point. However, the available options in the market and the complexities involved in negotiations have left the team's management in a strategic stalemate. Browns fan, feel free to share your thoughts on the video and let us know if you think the players mentioned would be good additions to the Cleveland Browns roster. Leave your comment and join the discussion. Last week, Russell Wilson, one of the most experienced and successful quarterbacks in the league, visited the Browns' facilities in Berea, Ohio. The visit generated significant buzz, but as of now, Wilson is still evaluating his options. Meanwhile, the entire NFL seems to be in a collective holding pattern, awaiting Aaron Rodgers' decision, who has been widely linked to the Minnesota Vikings. The resolution of this situation could trigger a series of movements in the quarterback market, directly impacting teams like the Browns. The uncertainty surrounding Rodgers and Wilson has created a domino effect, with several franchises hesitant to make definitive decisions. For the Cleveland Browns, this means planning for the next season. Amidst a highly volatile scenario, the team needs to act cautiously, but also swiftly, to avoid missing valuable opportunities. At the start of the offseason, Kirk Cousins was seen as a viable option for the Browns. A veteran quarterback with proven experience and leadership capabilities, Cousins seemed to fit the profile Cleveland was looking for. A player who could offer immediate stability without compromising the team's financial future. However, the situation has changed drastically. Cousins is no longer available as a minimum contract option. Now, any team wishing to acquire his services would have to negotiate a trade with his current team, the Minnesota Vikings. Even if his contract is restructured, the cost involved would be significant. For the Browns, this would mean giving up a draft pick and taking on a hefty salary, something the front office seems reluctant to do. This shift in Cousins' scenario has left the Browns in a delicate position. With no clear options in the veteran market, the team may be forced to look for internal solutions or gamble on a rookie quarterback in the draft. Both options come with considerable risks. With the veteran market increasingly restricted, the NFL draft emerges as a viable alternative for the Browns. Among the most talked about names is Cam Ward, a young and talented quarterback who has caught the attention of several teams. However, the possibility of selecting Ward is not as straightforward as it seems. The Tennessee Titans, who hold the first overall pick in the draft, have been a determining factor in this equation. In recent months, the Titans have made strategic moves that significantly increase the value of the first pick. They invested heavily in the offensive line during free agency, but neglected their most urgent need, a starting quarterback. This approach has led many analysts to believe that the Titans are prepared to select Ward with the first pick. However, there is an additional layer of complexity in this situation. The Titans are in a transitional phase, with a new coaching staff and a new general manager, Mike Borgonzi, who was hired after the success he had with the scouting department of the Kansas City Chiefs. Borgonzi has the task of rebuilding a roster that is far from competitive, and his draft strategy will be crucial. Some experts believe that the Titans might be willing to trade the first pick, especially if they receive an irresistible offer. This possibility opens a window of opportunity for the Browns, who could move up in the draft to secure Ward. However, the cost for such a move would be high, involving at least a second-day pick. The Titans' situation is unique and warrants a deeper analysis. After a disappointing season under head coach Brian Callahan, the team's owner decided to fire the general manager but retained the coaching staff. This decision has put Callahan under pressure, as he needs to show immediate results to secure his position. Mike Borgonzi, the new GM, has the mission of balancing the team's immediate needs with a long-term vision. He needs to decide whether it's worth investing in a quarterback like Ward or if it's more strategic to select a player like Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter, who are considered the best overall talents available in the draft. For the Browns, the Titans' indecision could be an opportunity. If Cleveland is willing to pay the price to move up in the draft, they could secure Ward and address their most urgent need. However, this would require a careful evaluation of the pros and cons, considering the financial impact and the draft picks they would have to give up. The Cleveland Browns are not the only team in search of a quarterback in the draft. The New York Giants are in a similar situation, adding an extra layer of competition. Both teams need to move up in the draft to secure a promising quarterback, and this could lead to a fierce battle for the first pick. The Browns' advantage is that they only need to move up one spot, making the negotiation more feasible. However, the Giants have considerable resources and might be willing to pay an even higher price. This dynamic puts the Browns in a position where they need to act decisively, but also strategically. If the Browns manage to select Cam Ward, it would represent a significant milestone in the franchise's rebuilding process. Ward is seen as a player with the potential to become a franchise quarterback, bringing new hope to the fans and the locker room. Additionally, he would address the immediate need for a Week 1 starter, allowing the team to focus on other areas of need. However, selecting Ward also comes with risks. He is a young player with little professional experience and may take time to adapt to the NFL's pace. To mitigate these risks, the Browns could seek a veteran quarterback in the market to mentor Ward. One name that has been speculated is Teddy Bridgewater, who has experience in guiding young quarterbacks and has previously worked with Kevin Stefanski, the Browns' head coach, during his time with the Minnesota Vikings. The Cleveland Browns are at a decisive moment in their history. The choices made in the coming weeks and months will have a profound impact on the franchise's future. The search for a starting quarterback is just one piece of a larger puzzle, involving strategic decisions in the draft, negotiations in the veteran market, and a clear long-term vision, as the league awaits the decisions of Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson. The Browns need to position themselves proactively, exploring all available options and being prepared to act quickly when opportunities arise. Whether through a draft trade, a veteran market signing, or a combination of both strategies, the Browns' success in the upcoming season will depend on the front office's ability to make the right decisions at the right time. The path ahead is challenging, but also filled with possibilities. For the Browns fan base, the hope is that the pieces will fall into place in the best possible way, bringing back the glory days for one of the NFL's most traditional franchises. Stay up to date with everything happening with the Cleveland Browns, and follow the latest news firsthand. Subscribe to the channel to receive all updates directly and make sure you don't miss any important details.